To help you celebrate Epiphany, I'm going to show you why Jesus is like grapefruit. The Feast of Epiphany celebrates the revelation of Christ to the nations, represented by the wise men who follow the star to the baby Jesus and bring him gifts. During Advent, we awaited the coming light by practicing fermentation. And during Christmas, we celebrated the arrival of that light with the birth of Christ, and I made a kransekake. Epiphany is about the light of Christ being revealed and proclaimed to the nations. The word epiphany itself has a few meanings. It can refer to the visible revelation of a deity, or as it's more commonly used today, it refers to that moment of insight or inspiration. And both of these apply to the Christian Feast of Epiphany. God himself has come to earth in the person of Jesus, born as a baby. And the season following Epiphany and leading up to Lent is a season of enlightenment, as Christ is revealed to the nations, beginning with the wise men, continuing with his baptism and miracles, and culminating in the Transfiguration, which the church recognizes on the Sunday before Lent. The light of Christ has burst into our world and shines in the dark places. And just as the star led the wise men to Bethlehem, Epiphany is the announcement that all nations are invited to the Lord's banquet table. And as we partake, we're sent out to proclaim the good news, to shine that light and invite others to the table. Because we're in winter, it's a great time for citrus. Today I'm making a grapefruit and scallop salad, so the bright acidity of the grapefruit can represent the light of Christ bursting forth to all nations. I'm first cutting the grapefruit into segments to remove the pith and reduce the bitterness. I'm using yellow grapefruit because we got some from a neighbor and it plays really well in this salad, but you can use pink or red grapefruit if that's what you have. Peel the grapefruit and use a sharp knife to get all the pith off the outside. Then cut at an angle to remove segments of the fruit without the membrane in between each segment. Just cut along either side of the membranes. Season your scallops with salt and pepper, then sear in a pan with a little oil to brown both sides. Just a couple minutes on each side and they'll be nicely browned but still tender in the middle. I'm building my salad with some butter lettuce and a fresh lemon vinaigrette. Then topping with avocado, grapefruit, scallops, and some red pepper flakes. Black sesame seeds or pepitas would go well if you want to add some crunch. So enjoy some grapefruit as you reflect on the light of Christ being revealed to the nations. And as we begin a new calendar year, you might want to check out my video on why you should slow down in 2022.